Hi everyone. Sometimes it so happens that we lack the conversion data, but still we need to have some baseline CPA numbers to start a campaign so that we know at what cost we are going to capture the leads or conversions. So there are some methods which I will tell you using which we can calculate the estimated CPA and we can then proceed with the campaign, and once we have enough data, then we can actually use that as a CPA. So let's proceed. If you lack past conversion data to set a target CPA for a campaign, you can still establish a baseline CPA using the methods that I'm going to tell you. So here's a step-by-step approach. This research industry benchmarks. You can find similar campaign data after looking at the average CPA benchmarks for your industry, geography, and the campaign type. For examples, for example, e-commerce per purchase could be $30 or $60, or let's say online tutoring or education could be the lead cost could be from rupees 200 to 500. These numbers are from various sources like Google Ad Reports, Meta Ad Insights, and industry-specific studies. You can also calculate CPA based on business value. For that, you need to determine how much you can afford to pay for each conversion based on the time value, the lifetime value of a customer. So you need a targeted CPA, the formula for which is customer lifetime value into desired profit margin. So let's say if the monthly fee for a tutor is 1,000 rupees, and the average retention per student is 6 months. So average lifetime value is 6 multiplied by 1,000, which is 6,000. And let's say if our desired profit margin is 50%, which is 3,000 rupees or 500 rupees per month, that would be our target CPA. Use manual bidding initially. So if you're starting without data, you can run the campaign on manual CPC bidding or maximize conversions on platforms like Google or Meta Ads. Gather conversion data for a few weeks to establish trends, and then use the average CPA from these initial conversions as a baseline for your target CPA. You can set conservative initial targets. So if you're unsure, you can start with higher than expected CPA to ensure the campaign captures enough conversions for optimization, and then gradually refine the target once the campaign generates actionable data. For example, if you think rupees 300 is realistic, set an initial CPA of rupees 500 and adjust downward over time. Leverage smart bidding with no target CPA. Use maximize conversions on Google or lowest cost bidding on Meta platform to let the platform prioritize conversions without strict constraints initially. So after gathering 30 to 50 conversions, switch to target CPA and use the average CPA achieved as your benchmark. Run small scale experiments. You can launch a test campaign with a limited budget and monitor key metrics like conversion volume, cost per conversion, and use these results to estimate a feasible targeted CPA. You can monitor early performance metrics. In the absence of conversion data, focus on pre-conversion metrics like CTR or click-through rate. The higher CTR often correlates with strong conversion potential. And you can also look at the landing page engagement and monitor time on site and bounce rates to gauge interest. Use cost per click and conversion rates to estimate CPA. There is a formula for it. So estimated CPA is equal to cost per click divided by the conversion rate. Conversion rate is nothing but the number of conversions and the amount that you are spending for to achieve those conversions. Adjust over time. Once the campaign is live, monitor CPA trends and adjust based on real world performance. Set progressive CPA targets to optimize further as you collect data. So let's look at the example. So if our goal is to achieve 100 conversions per month, the initial target CPA could be based on benchmarks. Let's assume it's rupees 300 per conversion. And the bidding strategy use Google Ads maximize conversions for the first 2 weeks and evaluate actual CPA optimization. For optimization, you can evaluate actual CPA and conversion data, then refine the target CPA to align with the performance metrics.